What happens if I need to restart my machine?
If
Like,
you,
does it all restart by itself, or like how
it
does it
does
work?
indeed. Yes. Everything will restart when you restart the machine, unless you stopped it. So if I do an FD stop here, it will not come up, right? The reason for this is that we have a restart variable somewhere in here, unless restart equals unless stopped. This can also be set to restart always, then it would always restart, even if it has been stopped. That can be interesting. Some people are like, maybe I stopped it, and then at least when I reboot the machine, it comes back, right? But the default is unless stopped, meaning it will always get restarted unless you as the user deliberately stop the thing.
What I like to do, especially when it comes to something like a validator or a validator on a testnet, is after I stop it, I like to reboot the machine and then do a Docker PS to see if it came up, because you don't want those sneaky processes running in the background and you've forgotten about them, because a Docker image or can run in the background for months and years and you may not even be aware of it.
Correct. Superfizz, you wanted to know that this is gone, right? So I expect to still see the things that were running previously, 2 containers that were not in ethdocker. And there they are. I have a Sepolia. Ethdocker test is actually one, is George, who's trying Teku. And then this over here is a Geth that's running on Sepolia. Those 2 were there before, but the ethdocker stuff itself is gone. It is not running at this point. If I want to run it again, just go in here and say ethd up. And I can see that it is bringing all that back up. And now my Docker PS is a lot busier.
So I'm confused. I thought it would restart.
It does not, because we stopped it.
Oh,
We
I
did an
see.
FD stop and then we rebooted, right?
I see.
So now we can do this again with, now that it's running reboot, and maybe talk some more and see that it is back up if I'm not manually stopping it. So Superfizz's point was, if I recall correctly, Superfizz, if I stop this because I meant to stop it, I don't want it to come back up when I'm rebooting. That's scary, right? Is that right? Was
Yes,
that what you
that
were?
was right. Yes,
That was your point, right? And now we're doing the opposite. We're saying, if I have it running and I have an automated reboot power outage, or just an automated reboot because I'm doing unattended upgrades and I don't want to worry about Linux upgrades, and I let it do that, right? All that stuff. I do not want to worry in that case about it not coming back up. So we'll see that here. Basically, the way ethdocker behaves out of the box is it goes with your choice. If you have it running, it keeps running after reboot. If you stopped it, it stays stopped after reboot.